On today's expose, we are discussing Arcade. Arcade's real name has never actually been discovered, but he was created in January of 1978, and his first appearance was in Marvel Team Up. Not much is known about Arcade's early childhood, but at 18, he was known to be a very, very wealthy, either brought up on a ranch in Texas or in a mansion in LA. He was 18 or 20. I'm sorry, not LA, Beverly Hills. Yeah. At 18 or 21, Daddy actually cut him off, and so he decided instead of fighting for the money in a different way, he's just gonna kill Daddy. So he did so, and became a freelance assassin. The first time that he ever actually went after superheroes, he went after Spider-Man and Captain Britain. He's been at battle with the X-Men, X-Factor, X-Force, Excalibur. The fun thing about Arcade is he's not your average assassin. He does things in kind of like a fun house carnival way, where it's kind of more joking. He wasn't really taken seriously until the day that he kidnapped 16 teenagers and made them fight for their life. And quite a few of them died in Avengers Arena. After that, he is actually considered more of a badass villain.
Yeah. I was obsessed with Avengers Arena. That was the drama.
That is crazy.
I actually almost got pulled over by a police officer because I was reading a comic of Avengers Arena while driving because it was so good. And I didn't realize I was at a stoplight. And I was like just reading it, and then out of nowhere the sirens went up behind me, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Only you would get pulled over for reading a comic.
Thankfully,
oh my gosh!
Me. Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome to Bayville, my new home. It's time you remember why they call me Storm.
Look at me, I look fat. Do I look that bad to you? Easy, Fuzzy Elf. Everything is going to be just fine.
Storm. Storm. That was tight. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Cool. Well, let's get into it. I'm so proud of my little Ryan for doing his first expose.
I know, first expose! Yay!
Yes. Thank you,
round of applause.
Thank you. Be gentle, sexy X's. It's my first time.
Yep. Be gentle. I am Sean. I am the ultimate excavationist.
And I'm something of an X-fan myself, Kevin.
Wait, we're going to get the
name. Ex-BFF, promoted to co-host, Ryan. Still haven't thought of a new one.
I love it. That's perfect. So, I wanted to ask you guys real quick, because it's Arcade.
Yes.
I remember I have Arcade tattooed to my arm, but when my tattoo artist was like, tell me about Arcade, and I was telling him, like, basically, like, he's the Riddler of Marvel. But I was telling him about Arcade. He's like, this guy sounds so lame. Like, do you guys like Arcade? What are your feels?
Go ahead, Kev. You go first.
I mean, I don't have much experience with him, you know? So I never really thought much about him either way. I'm just like, he's there sometimes. That's pretty much all I got. So... yeah, I mean, he could be cool, I guess.
Okay.
With me, Arcade, I always really didn't take him seriously much, especially with when was it a Spider-Man game, Spider-Man and the X-Men, where it was like the arcade?
Yep.
Oh yeah, for SNES.
And I don't know if it was for 64 or Nintendo or something, but or Sega maybe, but I had it. And I knew him from that, so I didn't like him from there because I don't think I was able to beat that game when I was younger. But, yeah. And then really took him seriously, like a lot of people did after Avengers Arena. Like it really changed the game for him. He didn't register for me on the map until, and I liked the new look that he got. Like he got the longer, like creepier hair and kind of like more kind of like.
Just choking. Sorry.
Don't get all choked up on that dick.
I know.
There
I
we go.
know.
Apparently, long hair does
Let's go
something
later.
to Kevin. Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, even when his Marvel Legend came out, I had to buy it. Even one of his opposable heads was the long
Nice.
creepy hair. So
Look at his hair.
I know, and then also like he's got like these Elton John boots on, or shoes. Too,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I fucking love it. Yeah, it's
I'm
really
still standing.
cool. And a grave about 7 children. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to me, he's always been a classic villain. Like, I can't imagine Marvel without him. I definitely did like the upgrades in Avengers Arena. That's still my favorite version of him. The long hair works for him. Plus, he got like all those gadgets. He's basically like Inspector Gadget,
Inspector
the
Gadget.
villain.
Yeah.
He held his
He
own.
really is.
Yeah.
I agree. Also, I wanted to add too, because I thought it was so funny that when they did Avengers Arena, that they made a comment in there that, you know, the only reason that X-23 was at the Avengers Arena was because she was part of Avengers Academy. And they tried to actually get students from Xavier, but the security system, like, because I want to say it was the Krakoan, like they were living on top of like the baby Krakoa at that time during like Wolverine and the X-Men. So, like, they're saying that the security system was too much and they couldn't get any of the kids from there. So I was like, yeah.
That's funny.
Go Xavier or go Team Jean Grey. Cool. At that time.
Yep. All right, real quick. Previously on, we asked, is the Phoenix a manifestation of Jean Grey?
Something's wrong with me.
You want to get some water, buddy?
I know.
Yeah.
All right. So while Kevin's dying, 16% said no, 26% said yes. What I was expecting, 58% said it depends on the continuity.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we kind of talked about this because I feel like in 616 she is not. I feel like Phoenix is a separate being. I'm excited to listen to Power of X-Men tell me otherwise. But the fact that like we've seen the Phoenix all the way back in olden days, I think she's separate from Jean.
Are you reading the new Phoenix series on Unlimited yet?
I'm like 2 or 3 in.
Yeah. It explains a lot more in there, like how they are connected and stuff like that too. I don't want to ruin anything for you, so maybe
Okay.
you feel differently, especially after listening to Paul too.
Okay.
Blah!
Blah, he's back. Did you want to add anything to our little discuss?
No.
All right.
It was like, you got it all. It's good. Phoenix.
Okay. Cool. And today we're talking fun and games. This aired 10/20/2001, written by Brian Swenlin, directed by Frank Parr.
Ooh.
Mr. Paw. Stokes County Maximum Security Facility. The alarms start to buzz around a man listening to music on headphones. The lights finally start to blare, catching his attention. The whole facility goes into emergency mode. The lab geeks are worried for the ability to keep Kane Marco contained. The lead guard insists it's time to make a call.
I totally read that as lead guitarist for some reason.
He was there too.
Yeah.
The guy in the corner of the guitar. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's got to keep Juggernaut asleep.
I counted this as a 2000s moment. Something about those headphones and like the wired headphones, it just felt so like old to me, even though we weren't using wired headphones that long ago. Like we just
Totally.
switched recently.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
2000's moment.
I feel like we're gonna have a lot of those in this episode. Watching this one, I was like, Sean's gonna call this one.
Yep.
Yep.
You
I have
know
one-
her
I have
so well.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
Back at the manor, Xavier wakes up the students and demands them meet for a late night meeting. Xavier announces the Juggernaut's containment unit is starting to fail. Xavier tells the X-Men he is leaving to assist with Kane, and Scott and Jean are being left in charge while Storm and Logan are away. Scott tries to call a late-night practice drill, and no one listens.
I love that no one was listening to Scott because
yeah.
this is so him. He
know.
would try to do this.
And then she's like, and then you go right back to sleep. Like, yeah.
It's like, no, not now.
Yeah.
Calisthenics.
And this is why this Jean is good for this Scott in particular, because she just calls him on it. She's like, you're letting your pride show. Like, calm down.
They're so good. They're so good.
Yeah.
I love them.
Oh, I get the short one. Oh, back at the security facility, Xavier meets with the lead guitarist to try to deal with Kane's inevitable waking up.
Yes.
I like that they keep on bringing though, like that Kane isn't a huge part of this series, but you get like a little backside of like why he is not in it and like why they're keeping him contained and all that stuff too. So I like that. I like that a lot. And
I was like, Juggernaut again? Qua?
Yeah. I did like Juggernaut's episode in season 1 though too. That was like when you got to see everyone really like cultivate as a team. I didn't. And even the Brotherhood had to help out too. So it was like one of those really cool.
It was
I remember
that was our X Factor.
Yeah. It was weird because that episode did make a mark on me because I remember thinking to myself, like, God, I remember there being a show where the X-Men are like fighting Juggernaut in the mansion in like a closed space, but I'm like, I can't remember which show that was in. And I think I even was like, it must have been Wolverine and the X-Men. So when I was rewatching that episode, I was like, damn, it was Evolution.
Look at you suppressing these Evolution
the first season that you remembered,
Yeah.
It's like, I will not like this.
I will not like this.
All right. Scene 4. Back at Bayville High, Jean hides and watches Taryn. Love that name. Taryn tries to get Scott to remove his glasses. Bitch, if you only knew. Jean is shocked and a little jealous when Taryn moves in to kiss Scott. Scott rebukes her and then catches Jean snooping. Scott realizes Jean is jelly and gets much more enjoyment from that than he should.
It was cute. She's like, you're
cute.
jealous of me. And he was like, smiley. She's like, I am not jealous, Scott.
I'm not jealous, Scott. How dare you?
It's so CW. I love it.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm not spying. And she's looking back at, tearing up my heart when I'm with you, girl. And so, yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah, I feel like Taryn would really be blown away if she saw Scott's eyes.
Yeah. And she was kind of rapey, though. She's like, let me see what's under your glasses. I really want to know your secret. I'm like, get out of here, girl. Like, I don't like you right now either.
Just let me see your cornea. Just the cornea.
Yeah, let me put my tongue in your pupil.
And that's how you get pink eye, folks.
Yep. That's how you get baby eyes.
Meanwhile, Kitty is in a programming class. The teacher lightly makes fun of Kitty in front of the class. This is the third computer Kitty has crashed. What is wrong with you? That was Dorothy, I believe. Dorothy! And she's like, I wonder why you keep breaking the computers, Kitty. don't go through there with your wirings and stuff. I don't know. Also in the class is Risty and Weber Torque, who goes, what a weird name that is, who goes as Arcade. The two are playing a video game, much to the teacher's chagrin. Teacher, Dorothy, turns off the comm. And she's like, ugh, teenagers.
You give them an inch, they swim all over. I think the names they give these characters are so weird. Like Lance Alvers and Weber Torque.
Like, what?
I mean, just wait.
Oh, no.
Risty.
Risty, yeah.
Still, I'm so happy that we're on today's episode.
Yep. As the class exits, Risty catches up to Kitty and suggests a party at anyone's house where the parents are gone. Can you think of any house where the parent figures are gone, Kitty? Later, Kitty tells the others about her idea for a party. Oh, Spike and Kurt are all for it, but Rogue brings up the big problem. Scott and Jean. Skeen, if you will. The hopeful partiers are eager to solve the skeen problem.
Sorry. Really liked that one.
They're so
You're
mature and, follow the rules because they're good. They're the good students.
Yeah.
So I know that you both are making fun of me because I thought that Risty was a Psylocke for a little bit. But in this episode, this is the one where where I was like, oh, fuck, this isn't. So not even before, even like right now, I'm like, this isn't something Psylocke would do. Like, no, like, I know she's a little conniving because she was a thief, but she wouldn't do this. So this is where a red flag started to raise for me.
Well, I guess I would never make fun of you for thinking it's Betsy. I just never thought about it.
I make fun of you for other things.
Yeah. It's because you called her Misty that I'm like, oh, that's funny. But we did have people. We had people write in. I think, we had people write in that said that they thought the same thing. So you weren't the only one. Yeah.
Thanks, Sexy Exes.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah, she's a sexy exie.
Oh my God. Really, really hope so. To me, all right.
Yep.
Back at the high security compound, Xavier orders the men to open up the panel. As Xavier fiddles on the controls, Kane starts
what we're calling it these days.
My.
Men, open up the panel and fiddle with it.
Fiddle with those controls.
I don't know what Sean was watching, but I want to see this episode. Yeah. Kane is about to pound his way out, but then
oh my God!
I really need to see this episode that Sean was watching. But then Charles is able to reactivate the machine. Now I'm wondering what type of machine this is. Yeah. Charles voices his concern about that this power surge was on purpose. And in the words of the Beastie Boys, a sabotage.
Sabotage! I was watching XXX Men. What were you guys watching?
I could have seen that.
I think Kevin was in it.
Oh, maybe. Axel Braun was the director of those movies, I believe. And yeah, he did good with his superhero porn movies.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah. I also have the Charmed porn. If you want to check it out, I have the Charmed porn. Hustler made it.
Oh wow! I'm not shocked that you have that. No,
I have to.
I get it.
This episode so far, like, it's very Jurassic Park to me. The way, like, we keep getting a little more of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Also, the
Yeah.
way of like just Kane coming, almost getting out. How many times did the dinosaurs almost get out? Then they didn't. Then they almost got out, and they didn't. And then well, I don't know, we'll see what happens at the end of this. No.
We'll see.
You get you just get You didn't say the magic word.
Stop
Can I
fiddling with
maybe
my
use
babe.
that one time? Yeah, I have no idea. Yeah. Oh God, I love it.
Scott leans on his car, looking out over the city. Duncan drops off Jean near Scott and smiles like an ass. Jean walks over to Scott. Walks over to join Scott. Kurt and Kitty sneak behind the lovebirds and clandestinely dismantle Scott's car. You see the ploop, the little plink, whatever it is. And then,
The flux capacitor.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Scott and Jean start to fight. Oh yeah, she's like, "Let's go," and she's like, "Oh, you brought me over here and you can't even start the car? How dare you?" They both suspect the other of purposely meeting here out of jealousy. Scott goes to drive them home. Oh, but the car won't start. I'm so mad at you right now. With the car not starting, it's hopeless.
It's hopeless. Completely hopeless.
Hopelessly devoted to you.
Aw. So I feel like this brings up Ryan's question again. So Nightcrawler ported him and Kitty to this place where Scott and Jean are, and they're far enough away to where they're like stranded. They can't just walk back to that manor. So how far can he port and with someone else?
That's a long ways. Like up
Quite
on the
a bit.
mountain cliffside. Yeah.
Also, I love that they're always at this cliffside. Like, I feel this is like the second or third time that they're at this cliffside, and it's their like make out point or whatever, I kind of like it.
It's like all the shows. Boy Meets World, that 70s show.
Yes.
All the shows had their little cliffside hangouts.
True. And Charmed had the Golden Gate Bridge, or the Linden
Charmed had the
Bridge?
Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah.
Golden
We
Gate.
didn't have a cliffside hangout in Charmed. We just could sit on top of the Golden Gate Bridge because that's easy for us.
As one does.
As one does.
No one will see us up here.
Nope. All right. Oops. Back at the manor. The part, or as Paul would say, back at the manor.
he goes, manor.
Manor. That's right. I love it when he tries to say manor.
Yeah. He heard Kevin's enunciating earlier and was like, I've got to do something like that.
All right, let me try again. Back at the manor. The party is raging. Weber and Risty arrive. As the X-Men partied up downstairs, Risty leads Weber through the upstairs of the mansion. She leads him to the big computer in the basement. Arcade easily hacks the door and gains entry into Cerebro.
I don't like how easy it was to get into Cerebro.
It was super easy. There's no way, Jose.
Even for air quotes, XCXs, Risty. He shouldn't even be able to get in that easily. It upset me. I was like, no. But I don't know. Maybe they turned stuff off because they were having a party and they were like, we don't want any like booby traps going off on our classmates.
Right.
True. Well, and like Professor X is so like tight about like not letting anybody into the mansion usually, so I wonder if he just never like planned for this to happen. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
We have established he is pretty dumb in evolution. We don't like him.
No, yeah.
Right.
Well, period. He's kind of not a nice person.
Yeah.
True.
In any reality, yeah.
Cult leader, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's put 14-year-olds at war. No. Yeah.
Are you going to say your pop culture moment, Sean?
Oh, yeah. We have a pop culture moment. We do.
Pop culture moment.
This Cerebro is straight out of the Fox movies. Straight out.
Yeah. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's You see it,
Well,
like, I know what that is.
then it also
Even the
brings up,
angle that they show you.
Yeah.
brings up again what Paul brought up on last week's episode, where the it wasn't Grant Morrison, it was the Fox movies, and that this show was heavily inspired by those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were making those connections since we started. Like, since the
Yeah.
beginning, all of them
I
were like,
feel
you
like
can
it
tell.
shifts though, like halfway during 2 and for the rest, then it kind of shifts more towards the Ultimate series, to be honest with
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like the Ultimate
is-
series.
And don't worry,
that I've
Nightcrawler
read.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean's nipples are hard. Oh, I can't wait.
I'm halfway there, all right? I'm over halfway there, all right? Yeah.
So only one nipple is hard.
Yeah. The other one's warming up. I'm at like 73. I'm at 73 comics. But then I
Okay.
also want to go into like, isn't it ultimatum or something like that? Or something like it's like a huge thing with all of them involved. But we'll see. I know that I'm gonna start
Ultimatum.
crying. I hear a lot.
No, yeah, Ultimatum wasn't good. it was a lot.
Oh. Well, isn't that basically like the downfall of that universe? And that's kind of when they decided, hey, let's kind of push Miles towards our universe. Sorry about the.
was like-
sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, where is it coming
basically
from?
Yeah, was that Ryan's?
That was me. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not coming for me or
Okay.
Mike. I promise.
Okay. Yeah, they basically decided, just like the 616 universe did, they were like, there's too many mutants. Get rid of some of the mutants. So they just like killed a bunch of people like indiscriminately.
Yeah,
And then 616 used, Scarlet Witch to say no more mutants. That was their way of doing it.
Mm-hmm. Haha, we're back and stronger and better now.
Yep.
All right, scene 10. Back at the car, Jean goes through her purse for any sign of her phone. It's gone. Scott goes to leave to find someone to say where they are. They go back. They go back to the car. They don't want to be any worried.
It's from Rocky Horror Picture Show. We'll just go to the car, say where we are. We don't want to be any worry.
Oh, okay. First, I was like, wait a minute. Am I?
She's like, what a weird way to word this paragraph.
Am I reading this wrong?
I'm a weird person.
So are we all. Don't worry. We got to be weird to be on this podcast. Jean gets mad and uses her powers to pull him back. Jean then takes the lead and asks if he's coming. I do love that though. I loved it and how she did it, like with her 2 fingers. Though it was like she just used like the like her pointer and her middle, and it was like grabbed him back like this. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. That was boss level bitch Jean. I loved that.
Yeah. All right. Back at the manor, Arcade continues to fiddle with Cerebro. He reconfigures it to accept him as the primary user and busts in. Like, and how douchey is that to just go to a party and like, let's go take over their house. Risty goads Arcade to keep going. Yes. Images of Iceman, Wolfsbane, and Cannonball pass by. Risty asks Arcade to download those files for her, and Arcade burns her DVD 2000's moment.
What?
You know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning?
2000's moment.
DVD, digital video disc. Risty excitedly, her eyes go, ooh, and she excitedly leaves to go upstairs while Arcade continues to, ooh. So she leaves while Arcade continues to fiddle on the computer. He's like, I can't stop now. This is the best video game of my life. He finds a file on the danger room and opens it. The file gives him an orgasm. I was like, oh, video games. Oh, I'm going to attack all the people in this video game.
Yeah, and he makes a noise right here. He's like, oh, or something like that. I was like,
Yes.
What are you doing, Arcady?
It's very, what's his name? the little lad from the strawberries and cream commercials.
So I counted this as a cameo. Iceman, Wolfsbane, Cannonball. I know they've pretty much been in every episode this season, but I wanted to throw in a cameo and I can do what I want.
Come out, wherever you are.
Don't worry about us, Dingo. We'll make sure we can.
Cameo.
It's such a good soundbite. And plus, it's Wizard of Oz. How can I not reference that?
Right.
Sean, get the hell out of my head because that's exactly what I was going to say. I'm like, and how appropriate because you should use it because of Wicked.
I'm sorry, I won't infringe on your thoughts anymore today. Except for that one, you
Please
naughty
do.
dog.
Please.
Skeen, Scott and Jean, managed to call a tow truck. The two sit in the tow truck as it drives them back to the manor. Scott asked the driver to slow down a bit, but he's got a schedule to keep. Plus, he's depressed because his wife is leaving him. She was caught sleeping with his sister, and she's being a real bitch about custody of the kids. As the truck throws them around, Jean and Scott start to laugh at how ridiculous the situation is.
They're like, oh my gosh, why do we need your know your life story? But okay.
You guys didn't get all that out of the driver?
Sean, I was literally reading it maybe like 10 minutes before we recorded, and I was like, wow, he really read into that grunt. Like, I was like... I loved it. Oh, wait, is that me now?
That's you. You get it back at the manor.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Back at the manor, the party rages on. Two students watch as the statue falls and breaks.
That sounded just like Fall. You did so good.
It did.
I try, girls. I try, guys. Yeah, also, this is very rude. It kind of really upset me because of like how many people destroy stuff at house parties and don't say anything and then you just walk away. This is a freaking bust. They discreetly move away from the scene of the crime. Rogue, of all people, sees the party and is getting more and more worried. Her Xbox alarm goes off on her watch.
I did on her watch. Like, it was the Xbox symbol, straight up.
I get it. But I also was like, wait a minute, where are their little vibrator communicators? Shouldn't she have one of those in her pocket or something? You know,
Right.
I've never seen any of these X watches. It should have been introduced.
X watch. She could have been like, come in, Zordon, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have expected her to teleport away green or something, you know?
Yep.
Like once she does that.
Rogue slips into something more comfortable. Her X uniform, along with Kitty, Kurt, and Spike. Oh, I just noticed Spike's hair this episode. I'm like, oh yeah, it's different.
Oh yeah, it was, huh?
He's like, I'm gayer now, so I have the whole fade thing going, and the mohawk, and yeah. So yeah, Spike. They go back to check on the danger room alarm, but the door won't open. Kurt ports into the danger room to open it, but he is zapped. Kitty phases into the room to report Kurt's been hit. She phases Rogue and Spike into the danger room with her. Arcade thinks it's a video game and attacks the new players. Arcade, 6 more machines on our X team. Kitty phases to exhaustion and crashes into a metal wall, knocking her out. Yeah, she's like, phase. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was a crazy scene.
Yeah.
It was.
So I just also want to say, like, Weber, like, whose class was he? I know that they're like, oh, he's in Kitty's class. Does he know anyone else in here? Because he basically just saw half of his classmates, like, as characters in this game. And, like, It's not like people that like change their appearance, like Wolfsbane, Iceman. And Iceman's really not that much of a change of appearance. He just is an ice figure of himself. You know, like. But I mean, like he's seen all these people at the school now. Like he's not that bright.
That's true. And Kitty's in the programming class with him, so he should
Yeah,
at
she
least
knows.
recognize
He
her.
knows her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Kitty's another one. There's no difference in anything that she does.
He's
Or,
just
like,
very
she
sadistic.
does, yeah.
He's like, I want to kill people at my school. Sure.
Yeah.
Also, Arcade sounds so familiar to me. I'm IMDbing him right now to be like, what else has he been in? Because he.
You know what? When I saw him too, I thought they were going back to that because he looked like the nerd that was in the animated series with the Sidorak crystal. So I was like, is this the nerd?
That would have been cool. Like if they did bring that back. Like
That's when I thought there was that connection. Yeah.
X-Men Evolution. Oh, he was in Mary Kate and Ashley in Action, the TV series.
Oh.
Also, I am He-Man, Dragon Ball Z, a bunch of He-Man stuff. So I don't know. He just sounded super familiar to me.
I have an update on him, but I'm going to save it for the end.
Oh.
You'll see why. You'll see why.
Oh, he was in Once Upon a Time too.
Oh yeah, he was one of the
He's
dwarves.
Sneezy. Yeah, Sneezy.
Yep.
And Mr. Clark.
I looked him up too. All right. Arcade gets excited. 2 down, 2 to go. He unleashes a huge ball trap on the remaining team. Kurt wakes up just in time. I just pictured like
I'm giggling. I'm like,
2 balls.
sack, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. And let me show you my
Fucking
huge
pervert.
ball trap.
I wouldn't mind going to Murder World. Yeah,
right. He unleashes 2 huge ball sacks on the remaining team. Kurt wakes up just in time to port everyone to safety. Arcade is upset to find the machine has been compromised, or as most people say it, compromised. It goes to DEFCON 4.
I feel like DEFCON 4 is a lot. That happens a lot at this mansion.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's Tuesday again? Okay.
Exactly. Like the first 2 times I'd be like, but like by the 3rd or 4th, I'd be like, they got it. We're good.
They got it.
Yeah, we're all right. If this goes on for 3 more minutes, then we'll leave. All right. Like, all right. Outside, Jean and Scott arrived to find the X-Men got themselves out of the way to have a party. Jean and Scott apologized for blaming each other for planning the setup. Just then, the mansion locks itself down, and holy Resident Evil, the statue's eyes glow, and the statue begins to move. It begins to attack Scott and Jean in defense.
Gasp.
Oh my gosh. Hope it's not a Jill sandwich.
This
I
episode
love
is
Jill.
becoming so promiscuous.
I know.
I hope this isn't Chris's blood.
Oh,
I just love
dialogue
that
from the
first one
first
so
one.
much. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything was so dramatic in it.
It was
Even
so
the way they
dramatic.
would like move. Oh no. Where'd Chris go?
Yeah. Barry. And then
Yeah, the tank controls.
let me turn over this way before I can start walking in that direction.
Yeah.
Oh, classic.
Was that a Charms reference?
No, Resident
it's
Evil.
Resident Evil.
It's all Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah. Now we get it. Strike that from the pod, please. No,
No, it's staying. It's staying.
Risty traverses the manor alone, looking for help. She is shot by the house defenses, falls unconscious, and turns into Mystique.
Speaking of dramatic,
That was a very big premonition that I had.
I had no idea, you guys. I thought it was Psylocke.
It still could be. I think it is still.
It's Risty Q.
So yeah, none of us are surprised. I'm sure our listeners aren't surprised either. Like, it was kind of obvious it was going to be Mystique.
Or Psylocke.
Or Psylocke. I feel like Psylocke is a smarter guess because it's not right there on the surface. Like, you actually have to think about it and know who Psylocke is, know that she's British. Like, I like
Also,
that
she
guess.
wasn't being like conniving or sneaky until this episode. You know, she was like just like I will admit, maybe she was like inquisitive, but you know, who wouldn't be if you were maybe a mutant wanting to join that school?
Yeah. Backup stars at the party, the New Mutants dance and frolic about. Outside, Jean and Scott, what was I calling them?
Skeen.
Mm-hmm. Have slipped into their costumes at some point. They're outside. They are outside.
Also, the way why do they transform or like it's like literally like how Storm did at the mall in the first animated series. Like that's how quickly they transform or change into their uniforms.
You know what they did? It's morphin' time. That's what they did.
Yeah,
totally.
That's what they did. What would Cyclops yell? Would he just say Cyclops?
yeah, probably.
Probably, yeah. You'd yell your mutant name instead of your government name.
Yeah, right.
But what would Jean say? Jean would still just be Jean Grey.
Marvel Girl, Phoenix.
Okay, fine. Fuck off.
You know, she'd be like, Jean!
Yeah. I like that one.
They would just be a Jean-gasm, yeah. Put one in.
Okay. Yeah, right there. Let's do it.
It was silent but deadly.
Yeah. The manor defenses continue to attack them. Scott devises a plan to try to enter the mansion through the launch bay. He blasts through the launch bay doors. Skeen are attacked here too. They take out the defenses. They easily dispatch them.
They do. Because they're so strong and powerful and lovely and talented.
I know. They really kind of showcased the relationship and their power showcased together too in this episode, which was really nice too.
She was also storming it up.
Yeah. I know. I love that that's how they show her powers in this, to be more like the 90 or the Fox movies, you know, instead of the purple, you know, it was very like orby and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
very, very cool.
Very, very cool.
Okay, sorry. My turn.
You better be.
Skeen blasts through the manor. When they come up on a waking up sexified Mystique. Sexified Mystique hides in the shadows as she plots how best to recover her DVD. Sitting
it's really right there.
She can't get out of the shadows. Yeah, she's got to stay in there.
Turn to your freaking small animal and grab it. Turn to a snake and grab it in your teeth.
Can you just imagine that a snake just coming up and grabbing a DVD and slithering?
I think that would be weirder than Mystique just grabbing it. I think they'd be like, I think that's Nick's Mystique.
As you see that, you definitely be like, oh fuck, she's alive. Hey Mystique, what are you doing? Like
it'd be like, it's a snack.
I'm a snack.
That's a snack.
So the DVD is sitting a foot away from her in the open. As Skeen passes her by, Mystique recovers the disc and bounces.
Not as a snake.
Not as a snake.
A snack.
This is a snack.
How do we feel about Mystique's new look?
Yeah, how do we feel about it?
It's kind of like a hybrid between what she morphed into and her old look. So she's like, I don't like being super mutational like the movie and weirdly hulkly, but I'm gonna go back to some of that, but keep some of the other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, and I like that she's got like the black leather outfit. I think that was a really cool outfit for her in the comics. So I like that they went with that.
Yeah.
Her eyes are super glowy.
Isn't it more reminiscent to what she wore in the Ultimate series too?
Yes. Oh, look at you.
Oh,
Naughty,
transference.
naughty.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like her new look a lot. I'm just so happy that she didn't come back as like the way they portrayed it in the X-Men movies was amazing. It was really, really cool. I loved it. It was a new look for it, just the way that how she transformed and, like the scales just would do up and down to like change something. Very cool. That doesn't come across very cool in a cartoon. Like the way that it looked like she had like more of like just warts all over her body. Like kind of like the way, it was very weird looking. And not that warts aren't beautiful or something like that too, but I'm just I think that the way that they transformed her in this new look is so much better and so much more appealing too, and she doesn't have the mullet, so so much better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah, I agree that look only really works for the movie. It's nice for the movie, but I like it to live. I like it to live in the movie. Like I don't want to see it in comic books. I don't want to see it in my cartoons. Just because I feel like it's overkill and I feel like it just doesn't feel right.
Also, I forget how she does transform in the like how she shifts in Evolution. Is it basically like where it's like kind of like something where it just changes, like a line goes up her and she changes into something, kind of like, or is it you see her morph? I forget.
I don't remember either.
Remember.
Yeah.
I don't.
We'll
I mean, I don't think
it.
you don't get any like crazy like Animorph style morphine.
Which would be amazing.
I just remember. Yeah, I just remember it being very quick whenever it is.
Yeah.
It's very fast. Arcade is still in Cerebro. Is in Cerebro still. There we go. Playing his game. He sees Kurt, Spike, Kitty, and Rogue making their way through the manor and activates the defenses on them. He's like, these people are good. These whatever they are good. I don't know, these players. Kitty and Kurt port and phase their teammates to safety. Elsewhere, Jean and Scott make their way to a computer. They see that the manor is locked down to Cerebro. Scott pulls up Cerebro on a screen, and they see Arcade is there. Oh, I just thought about the way when they did first put on their outfits. I remember when Scott switched to buy his glasses to visor. He did that mid-run.
Yes, he did. I remember that.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
I wonder if we're supposed to believe they like have them under their clothes, like Spider-Man style. Maybe that's why they changed so quick.
Maybe.
Those are some bulky ass shoulder pads that they've got. I mean, those X's.
Yeah. So I guess that's not it.
Yeah, Spike could not have it because he has like a shirt, sleeveless shirt, and doesn't he have like a long?
Yeah.
Thing, yeah.
And his panties are showing. His panties.
Not his panties.
Glorious panties.
In Cerebro, Arcade continues to search for the players. He sees them spying on him on a computer. He activates that room's defenses. The team take out the defenses and head to Cerebro. Kurt ports Rogue to Arcade, and she uses her power to drain him to unconsciousness.
I too sometimes get unconscious at the end of that as well. Yeah.
That's the poppers talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're so naughty.
Yes.
Kitty, Spike, and Kurt close out the party and watch everyone leave. The trio are sad that they missed the party while they fought Arcade. In the manor, Skeen and Rogue question Arcade. Xavier comes home and mentally tells the students Arcade thinks everything is just a game. You stupid boy.
Stupid boy.
Xavier tells his students about Kane's containment unit being tampered with to allow someone else into the manor. He just doesn't know what they're after. Risty is seen...
Risty.
I'm sorry. All right, I like Risty better. Risty is seen making her getaway with her DVD. Not a snake.
Not a snack.
Not a snack.
She's just holding it like I'm not gonna put it in a bag or anything. I'm just gonna hold it out loud. I got a DVD. Hey.
She's so excited.
Hey.
All right. So a couple notes here. So Arcade's real name in the comics, you already mentioned this, but is not revealed. But he has gone by Edward Arca, Mr. A, King of PWN, and R. Cade. Arcade. I get it.
Do you think his name's
Do we
Ryan Cade?
Maybe. That'd be a good name.
Oh.
It sounds like a porn
Do
name,
we
to be
like-
honest with you.
It does. Do we like the name Weber Torque? How are we feeling about this name?
No.
No, I feel
I
the same
don't.
way about Weber Torque as I feel about Lance Alvers.
I feel like they were probably alluding to like, oh, he's like a tech kid, so he goes on the web. But
And
yeah,
yeah.
not good. It sounds like the name a web kid would use as like their screen name, but not their real name.
That's an AOL name from the early aughts, definitely.
Yep. So 2 notes here, kind of sad. So Gabe Kuth, who voiced Arcade, actually died July 23rd, 2019. He suffered from cardiac arrest while riding his motorcycle and crashed, and he was only 46.
So sad.
And Kirby Morrow, who voiced Cyclops, actually just died November 18th, 2020, age 47. He actually died 8 days after his father, Tom Morrow. And he died from complications from alcohol abuse.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What, is there like a curse on you play Cyclops or
There's
something?
2 Cyclops down.
Yeah.
Well, and it's weird that Arcade and Cyclops both died like within 1 year age of each other too.
Not even. Yeah.
Or
more than a year. Sorry.
Yeah, 46 and 47. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that, like, because I was kind of going through some of the voice actors to be like, maybe we could try to contact some of these people, and yeah, I came across those 2, which made me sad.
Definitely.
That is sad because I want to get a Cyclops, and I don't know if we're gonna get X-Men 97. He's too famous.
Yeah, he's too big.
Yeah.
With his Final Fantasy peoples and everything, and all the just too much. I'm like, oh.
Too much, darling, too much.
We love you if you're listening, though.
Yeah, come on. All right. So let's start with how we felt about the episode and what we want to rate it. Britishly bitchin' like Emma, pretty cool like Iceman, Australian Wolverine, you kind of love it but kind of hate it. Fat and sweaty like Jubilee, the fucking pig. Are unspeakable like X-Men Origins Deadpool. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Cav, take it.
Cool. I'm going. Well, let's see. I thought this episode was very fun. The action sequences were very well done. I love the way they did everything. And it's kind of cool to see them like being attacked by their house. I mean, it's not like they haven't done Danger Room stuff before, but this is like the entire house going after them, and there's nowhere is safe. So I'm like, all right, cool. And they don't know what's happening, where it's coming from. I like that idea. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a pretty cool like Iceman.
Nice. I have to agree with Kevin. I'm gonna say pretty cool like Iceman. The reason that I'm saying that is because until Ultimate Spider-Man, this was the only time ever that we really got like a cartoon version of Arcade ever like brought to us, and I thought it was kind of cool. Arcade, I love that Arcade is kind of like also kind of like, we don't know what he identifies as or anything, but I always think that he's like more super femme, like queer based too. So I kind of always liked him in that base as well too. So loved seeing him in this era. Also, can we also talk about how badly he was represented in Deadpool 2?
Yeah, I saw that he was
Yeah.
apparently in Deadpool 2. Tell us about it, because I think I missed it.
All right, so when they're in the prison, he is in Deadpool 2. Like in, I'll send it to you guys. Or hold on, actually, I'll look it up right now. But you tell us.
Did we talk about it?
I want to
in that
say that
episode?
we did speak about the, or you guys spoke about it in Deadpool 2 when you discussed.
I feel like we
Deadpool
might
2.
have, yeah, but I don't remember it.
Not to.
Oh. Is it this guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
He looks
like,
terrible. I mean, no offense to the actor, just like
No, that's
way
not
they
what the
did
actor
him
looks
up.
like. I don't believe that he had to. This. Why wasn't he looking like this? Like,
Right.
why was he
Yeah.
not like this? Why didn't
He
he
looks
have
like-
these shoes?
Yeah, he looks like a demon from hell.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That's so
Like it
weird.
looks so bad. And I didn't even want to bring that up as like a representation of Arcade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've known Arcade like most of my life just because he's been in the comics. I read the comics since a young age. So this is really exciting to get to see a version of him. And actually, I really like how they portrayed him because obviously they took a lot of freedoms with the way they did this, but like it was perfect, like the way he was manipulating the danger room. So I love that we got Arcade, and actually you're making me real excited, Ryan, because like you got me thinking, are we gonna see him in X-Men 97? How amazing would that be to see their rendition of him?
Yes.
But I feel like this episode, I can tell it's like kind of filler, but it's like really good for filler, so I'm gonna give it pretty cool like Iceman as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's
We're
our
winning him
first
over.
ever three.
We're
Yeah, I
winning
think
him
that's our
over.
first ever three. Three
Yeah.
agreed.
Yeah, that's true. I will say, like, season 2 has been much, much better than season 1 so far. Like, I'm starting to understand the X-Men Evolution obsession.
Told you.
Yeah. So I'll go first with MXP, Most Excellent Player. I'm actually giving it to Mystique because of how expertly she like set this whole plan in motion. She made friends with Weber. She suggested to Kitty to have a party, and she like followed through and broke in and got away with it. Like boss level bitch.
Classic Mystique.
Yeah.
I said Mystique too. I'm gonna jump right in. I said she was on a mission and she fucking succeeded. Like everything worked according to plan.
Yep.
So she got away with her DVD and everything.
As a snack.
Yeah. Well, snack. All right. I also chose Mystique. Yeah. I went, but see, when all three of you started choosing it, or both of you started choosing it, I was like, oh, maybe I should try someone else. And I was like, Rogue for realizing that something was wrong, but no, the only reason she knew that was because of her Xbox watch. But no, it has to go to Mystique. Yeah, I was trying to think of like someone else to like pull out of my ass, but I couldn't. It has to be Mystique. She pulled classic Mystique moves and manipulated, did what she had to do to get what she needed. It was good to see her back.
Every piece of the puzzle.
Yeah,
She
it was
thought of
good to
it.
see her back in season 2. It really was.
All in a
She's
new
the type of I don't want to say villain, but like I don't know, anti-hero even. I feel like she's even portrayed as kind of an anti-hero in this because her and Magneto don't get along. So it's like your enemy's enemy is my enemy, or I don't know, something like I don't know, whatever.
Your enemy's enemy is my friend. Is that it?
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, X Factor. What is our X Factor? Ooh, I'm burpy. What is our X Factor?
He's gassy, ladies. No.
Yes. Don't look at me.
The X Factor I would have to say is the reveal. The Risty is Mystique. A lot of people may have thought that, but I obviously did not. So
Okay, fair. Kevin?
I put the Meta Attacks Team Up Classic. Makes me happy.
You're like a newspaper from the 60s, just throwing
Yeah.
exciting words at us.
Extra. Read all about it.
No, that totally reminded me of like Legends, like X-Men Legends. Like when you select your
Oh.
4 players,
Oh, yeah.
they'll be like X-Men Blue team up, like or like
Yeah.
X-Force team up, yeah,
I love it.
Brotherhood
Cool.
team up. Sorry, I'll stop.
Finally. My X Factor is just Arcade. I'm so excited we got to see Arcade. That really made this episode for me.
I love it.
Speaking of video games.
Speaking of, on our previously on, I want to know, because I want to know how other fans feel about Arcade. So, how do you feel about Arcade? He's a dangerous villain. He's cheesy but fun. Meh. Or he's so dumb. I'm gonna say cheesy but fun. Like, you don't take him seriously, but he's fun to watch.
Sure. I will say that too. But I guess, he has potential to be dangerous if he smarts up. So
Yep.
so we know cheesy but fun with potential.
So, are we referring to Arcade in Evolution or Arcade as in the comics?
More in the comics.
Okay, he's dangerous villain, you guys. He killed he's killed 7 kids.
True.
Read, Kevin, I will give you my my Avengers Academy trade to read because it's that good.
Ooh.
That good.
Okay, yeah, Hunger Games, crazy.
It's Hunger Games for X-Men or for the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Comic universe.
And one of I have it on my wall. One of the covers directly copies Battle Royale. That's my favorite cover.
Oh.
Do you guys know Battle Royale?
I don't believe so. Is that what cover are you referring? The one where it's all the students marked off?
Yeah, with the X's on them.
Yes.
Oh.
So, Battle Royale was a Japanese movie, and a lot of people consider Hunger Games kind of a ripoff. Because in Battle Royale, with overcrowding in Japan, parents decided if their kids were bad, they would go to the Battle Royale, which is an island where they are set to kill each other. So it's basically like Hunger Games without story. And when it first came out, it was banned from the US because it was kids killing kids. So I remember I had to find it at this little store that had a bootleg copy of it. But it's a really good movie. I'd say I like Hunger Games more. I think what I forget her name right now, Collins, I think. What she did with the Hunger Games and the story she put with it is better than Battle Royale, but Battle Royale is worth a watch. Battle Royale 2, not great, but it's still worth a watch.
See, I only watched the first movie of Hunger Games and I was mad at it, so I'm like, I can't watch it anymore. I'm just mad at the people, these children, that are gung ho for it and we're trained to be happy killers. I'm like, see, this makes me very stressful and angry at the world. So I couldn't watch it.
And don't watch Battle Royale. All right, so I have a game, you guys. I want to start playing a game.
Speaking of games,
Speaking of games, do you want to play a game? So in this game,
a little foreshadowing. What?
Yeah, right. One of you will be a hero, and one of them will be a villain. Your hero and villain will be picked at random, and then we're gonna throw in a random situation, and you're gonna have 30 seconds to argue why your character would be better at this situation or ideal for this situation.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I never win these. I'm never good at these.
Don't.
And especially now because I don't have the comic knowledge, so I'm gonna be like.
That's okay. We'll trade off. We're gonna make our guest next week do this with one of us, so you'll get a break next week.
Okay.
All right. So some of the situations skew more towards a villain, some more towards hero. So that's where picking hero or villain is going to be very important. But to see who goes first, which one of you wants to be green and which one of you wants to be red?
I will do red for Cyclops.
All right, red. I'm spinning for red. Kevin goes first. I just noticed you guys
beautiful
can't see
magic.
that.
No, I heard, ba-da!
Yeah. So, Kevin, do you want to be heroes or villains?
Hero, I guess. Okay,
Heroes?
cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin, I'm spinning for you. Your hero shall be Storm.
Ooh,
Storm.
good hero. Good
Okay.
hero.
What's the situation? That's the question.
You don't get that
Let's hope
yet.
we're not in a
We have
box.
to figure out what Ryan's villain is first.
Yeah.
Versus Gorgeous George. One of your gay men.
I'm so excited.
All right, and our situation. Which one would be a bigger fan of Las Vegas?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know how to argue this. Okay.
You can say whatever you damn well please. Just convince us. All right, Kevin, so you can choose who goes first.
Not me.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Ryan, you have 30 seconds when I say go to convince us why Gorgeous George would be a bigger fan of Las Vegas.
Okay.
Ready?
Come on, damn it, can't you make this program a little tougher?
Oh, it's no gameplay. It's the danger room. It's where we train.
Danger Room Divas!
Simulation complete.
And go.
All right, so let's be honest. Storm is someone that is of higher excellence, and she's a royal, basically. She's going to expect things of a higher caliber. Yes, you can get that, but only in penthouse suites nowadays in Vegas. Gorgeous George is kind of more of a sleazeball, someone that's going to be more accepting of the Vegas scenery nowadays. Everyone loved Vegas back in the day, but Vegas has actually taken quite a bit of a turn recently. You can't even cross streets normally. You got to go over in bridges. Oh, go ahead.
All right, Kevin, are you ready to tell us why Storm's better?
Sure.
All right, and go.
Okay, Storm will like Vegas because she can wear whatever amazing fashion she wants and look perfectly acceptable on the streets. She can get her feathers and boas if she wants. And if she gets mad at the place, she can start flooding it. Vegas flooded like a week after I was there. She's like, maybe it was Storm because she's trying to get revenge on the douchey people that she's going to be running into. So it's like a good testing ground for all of her powers. And yeah, she'll just, have her way and look great doing it. And maybe get a little action on the side because, okay.
Dang, you really filled out that 30 seconds. All right, great. So we'll start posting these on Fridays with the episode, and we'll see how the vote goes, what people think based on your arguments.
So who would be better in Vegas? Like, who has the... I guess I should have known this before. Well, what is the actual question you're going to be asking the sexy at? Like, who voted or who's had the better argument, or are they going to be giving arguments themselves of why they believe?
Oh, I'll have them also give arguments themselves, but also vote.
All right, good. I can't wait to hear what you guys say.
All right, cool. And then we are excited to announce next week, the Beast of Bayville, we do have a guest. We have Drag Excellence joining us for the episode. So I'm so excited to get to know this drag queen. We're going to have Aurora Vale, who is actually at Uncanny Experience. So we'll talk about all the different performances she did.
You guys, she was so good. Honestly, her just walking around in Rogue was absolutely amazing. So just wait till you hear more about everything that she did, because it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. And if you're not already following her to see all of her amazing cosplay drag, like, you're missing out on life.
Yes.
All right, Kevin, where can the people find you?
Yes, on Instagram mostly is where I be, KGZ87, or my other podcast, Words of the Witches. Ta-da!
Ryan, how about you?
Everyone, you can find me on Instagram at RYEORIO. I am there, or you will definitely see me in the comments in Solving for X. Thank you guys for listening. We love you.
Hey, that's
Sexy
me.
XD.
I'm supposed to say that. No.
Oh.
You can find me on Sean Fret on Instagram, and that'll lead you to all of our other podcasts and projects. Yay! Thank you guys. We love you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Sexy XDs.
We love you, Sexy X's. You're the best.